It's somewhat of a rarity when I test a golf club in the studio and the numbers blow me away. Well, that's exactly what's happened with this golf club, and that's why we brought it out here to Orlando to test it out on the golf course. Today you're going to see the ins and outs of the brand new Ping G440 Hybrid. We're going to test it for numbers, we're going to test it for forgiveness, and we're of course going to test it to see if it could find a way in my bag and potentially your bag for the 2025 season. So let's kick things off on, to be fair, one of the hardest tee shots you're ever going to see here at the Nicholas course at Reunion. We're going to have to thread this down the fairway a little bit. One of the big things that I do like about this G440 Hybrid is not just how it looks, because we've done away with the turbulators, we have the carbon top, it looks fantastic, but it still looks forgiving. So I don't actually think that it's potentially designed to be a low spin, real knuckleball club. Really show that this could be one of the most versatile golf clubs that you ever lay your eyes on. Hopefully we can do that justice with a couple of shots here, and that is exactly what I was hoping to show you. Hopefully that sound has got through these speakers, because that honestly sounded ridiculous. I very, very rarely think Ping golf clubs sound and feel as premium as maybe they are. A lot of Ping fans prefer that kind of firmer feel, prefer that louder sound, but this is up there with some of the Titleist clubs of their day when they used to make the fantastic feeling and sounding clubs. As you saw with that ball flight, it leaves nothing to be desired. I can hit that kind of low spin, mid-flighted shot that's going to be carrying, wait for it because we're going to talk numbers a little bit later on, but essentially it's nothing without consistency, is it? So if we can hit a couple of real consistent shots here down this fairway, it could be the club that a lot of golfers want in their bags. And it could also be one of the more forgiving clubs. Now you could probably tell with the sound there, that wasn't as good a strike. You could tell with the turf interaction, I've cut across that ever so slightly, but it's still done what I wanted it to do. It still carried the distance. It was a little bit cutty, but it's still got that distance element. Let's go one more. I'm going to tee it up this time, and then we're going to talk some numbers and get back out here, because is it a club where essentially I could launch this down the fairway? We have an adjustable hosel here, as you can see, to go with all that technology to allow me to hit the shots I want to hit. And really, if I can launch this down there and have really good consistent dispersion, is this the club that a lot of people want to hit? Now what I like about that the most is I haven't struck that very well at all, but it's still doing that job of going where I want it to go. It's still that mid-flight, it's still going the distance. I want to get down there and see what they're like, not only front to back dispersion, but also left to right dispersion, because they all look to be on the same line with three very varying strikes and three very, hopefully, similar results. Okay, let's talk true performance for this Ping G440 2 Hybrid, together with its carbon fly wrap and of course, lack of turbulators. I think this looks really, really nice. If you are in the market for a hybrid this year, potentially it could be one to look at. Now, straight away off the bat, that felt remarkably good. It felt nice to hit, to be honest. It's a nice 220 carry, it's bang smack in the middle, 230, 4,500 spin. That was quite a high spinning shot for this kind of club. The thing that I want to test in here as well for this video is how versatile can it be. We of course have that changeable loft sleeve, so we'll have a play with that. But as a ball flight goes with a hybrid, essentially you do want a hybrid to help you get that trajectory, help get the ball up in the air, and of course have some landing angles. So I've let that one leak a little bit for 2 spin that time. It's still going to carry decent though. That's still carried over 200 yards, 208, 222 total. For a miss hit, I don't mind that because it's gone the same distance realistically. So you're going to be on the right hand side of the green, but from 200 plus out, you're not always going to hit that frozen rope kind of shot, are you? I do like this, you know. That one's spinning lower at 3.6. It's going to carry a little bit further. 225 carry, 240 total. We're jumping up here into the kind of 5 wood, dare I say, even 3 wood numbers with this hybrid, but the beauty about it is I do feel like I can hit this hard and kind of get away with it. Right, I've hit that really hard. The spin's down, ball flight's down. It's carrying a pretty long way at 226. That's the one that, it's me. That's not the club, that's me. But I'm impressed with how I can get that ball flight down and get 246 out of it. Yes, I've pulled it and it's a long way left. But Ping have done a really good job here of making this club feel and sound like it does. We're starting to try to get that ball flight down now. We're getting more carry. We're getting, obviously, more distance. That's nearly 250 yards. It does sound amazing, doesn't it? That's the big thing that I've kind of taken from this review. The face wrap, the carbon wrap, everything else. Let's just play with the loft. Because it's at 17 degrees at the minute. And realistically with this, 17's strong, isn't it? But if we can move this down, what should we move it down to? Should we move it down to 15.5? So no, you can't change that weight, Bobby. That's just a... The reason why it's got the key mark in it, people will be wondering, is because in fittings, Ping will have different weighted weights to help potentially change CG and things like that. Now, this essentially should be a bit of a beast. Dispersion might get worse. This is basically kind of 3-wood loft now. We'll leave it in. You don't need to try and do that. How good is that? What's that carrying? 232 carry, 252 total. This is the nicest sounding, yep, Bobby said it, this is the nicest sounding Ping club, I think, potentially ever. And really, I can't hit better than that. I honestly can't. That's perfect. It's in the middle of the fairway, 230 carry, 250 dead. The driver might well be good, but I think this might be better. That's unbelievable, isn't it? The review's over, but I'm just enjoying it that much. Stand on a tee and just hit that again. Well done, Ping. Well done. So as you could see with the indoor numbers there, very consistent numbers. And as you can see with this dispersion, very consistent out on the golf course. And again, this is exactly what I'm after in a hybrid. I haven't always been a hybrid kind of guy. I used to like the driving irons. 7-woods have come more into my life playing golf with Chris because he hits them so well. But I do think that this could be a hybrid for so many golfers. It could be a high handicap hybrid, a mid handicap hybrid. Heck, it could even be a Tour Pro hybrid. Let's try and hit some into, I mean, Bobby, look at this, we've got to go at. Let's see if we can hit the green a couple of times, because that could prove if this is the one, as the Stone Roses once said. So as you can see, we have 200, wait for it, and I can't see it, never mind, you see it, 222 yards to the middle. We have to carry it just over 200 to get it there, and it's all over water. So I really think with this, and as you can see, testing it with different lofts and things like that, I think it's just a fantastic golf club. Bobby, we're going to start this left, hopefully have that kind of high natural fade, because what Ping do say about this is designed for high launch and then quick stopping. It also has the free hosel design, which I mentioned in the driver video earlier, which you weren't privy to, so I don't know why I've just mentioned that, but essentially that's to lower CG, so you can still get that low knuckleball flight. The carbon fly wrap is designed so they can move weight around to enhance ball speed. And it also has that heat-treated forged face as well, which does give it that nice feel. Are you impressed with me reeling it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Right. There's no room for error, Bob. You know what? That was a bit duffy as well. Is it over? Is it over? I think that's gone long, has it? Come on, let's try and get the flag. That's another good one. We're playing it safe, aren't we? Slightly left. But again, that's over and that's safe. One thing that I really like is if we look down at it, and we'll put this on screen now, is just how it looks without turbulators. So that carbon fly wrap on top looks fantastic. I actually think that potentially the bits on the back look like you've scratched it with an alignment stick. Like, I don't know why they've put the little kink in there. I do get the idea of having the stripes at the back so it makes the head look a little bit bigger, but I don't really understand why they've staggered them. But I really wish the driver look like this on top with just that alignment dot. That's the one. They are so consistent, aren't they? And you know what, you can't really begrudge me for not going at that flag, because you'd have to be a little bit kind of stupid to go at that flag. Let's go and see where they've finished and see if this could be the driver or even the hybrid for you in 2025. One of the things I'm really impressed with this finish as well is we've hit a couple of like sandy shots where you think, oh no, that's going to mark the face up, and it hasn't at all. I really like a black hybrid face. I think it makes the head look a little bit sleeker. I don't like it when they start marking up whenever you hit a little bit of a duffy one or a sandy one. You can see this is starting to look like brand new with just a couple of wipes of the old Kingsbarns towel. Wonderful. What more do you want, Bob? Nothing. You don't want anything more. Have you assigned them in the right order? Or have they just gone like that? That's amazing, isn't it? Right, so we've actually finished in this left green side bunker from 220 yards with all three of them. And I promise it is there. You probably can't see because it's blinding me as well. But I think from, to be honest, where we were, I'm really, really happy with how that hybrid is performing. If I could hit shots like that from that distance all the time, then I really think I would potentially be a much better golfer. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. And I'm going to try and get up and down with all three. Oh no, Bob, of these balls. Bye.